say. I think everyone has to manual unmute. Cool. Awesome. Hi, chat. How's it going? Oh, there's a lot of people here already, both in YouTube and Twitch. That's awesome.
Wow.
Well, welcome to the Sonic official live stream, everyone, where we talk about the latest Sonic news, merch, animation, word of the day. We got a special guest here today, Stanley. She works on the IDW Sonic comics. She's going to be chatting about that later. I'm Katie. I'm joined with Justin, Jasmine, and Mike. It's good to see you, chat. It's almost Halloween. There's quite a few of us dressed up right now. Full disclosure. Actually, first, does anyone in chat know where my background is? You can kind of see it. Most of it is covered. Let's see how many people know where I'm at. I'll tell you what my plan was. Oh, everyone's saying hi. Hello, hi. Let's see, Victor and Twitch got it. Haunted Tower, yes. Yep, TSR. So, I worked really hard on my costume, as you can tell. I was gonna get kind of like a tealish hair wax temporary, and I couldn't find one that wasn't like neon green, and I was too afraid to do a semi-permanent green dye hours before stream. It went horribly wrong, but I was like, oh, I could be Jade Ghost, and maybe I would key out, and then I would have the ghost thing going on, but like in Ghost, I got too spooked. But if everyone else wants to talk about their costumes, Jasmine.
I'm Whisper.
That is so good.
I made the mask out of paper mache.
I love it so much. Mike, who are you?
I am the Black Market Chow, here to sell my wares. You can see many of the things that are behind me were on the stream all season, so please check out my wares. Enjoy. Also, want to give a shout out to Great Eastern for providing me the beanie hat for this guy, because without it, I wouldn't really have a costume. So,
can you like pull it down over your eyes so the Chow eyes are your eyes?
Oh, that's so good.
That is probably how I would wear it all the time. I don't know if that's the most efficient way to wear it, but
So cute.
makes it hard to see, but yeah.
But at least it's adorable. So you know what? That's what matters.
We had a theme this season. I had to stick to it.
All right, Justin, you look familiar, but let's see.
It's probably a little hard to tell. I look pretty generic, but I am a Sega character.
Yeah, let's see. Does anyone know what Sega character Justin is? We'll say he's a bit older.
Yeah, the character doesn't have facial hair. I'm an older version of this character.
Oh, I see at least one person on Twitch.
You didn't commit to Chafe, bud.
There it is.
Yep, I see a few people.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, people
You
got
gotta know
it.
your Sega. I'm proud. Twitch knows.
Yep.
I don't think I've seen it on YouTube
Oh, I
yet.
saw it on YouTube. Well, Sam, you don't count.
Sam
Wow,
counts. He is still a Sega fan.
He spoiled it.
I didn't
YouTube chat needs to
know.
figure it out. No, it's okay. Yeah, I'm Kid Chameleon. Although
is.
technically, he takes his jacket off in the cutscene, so I'm gonna do the same because it's really hot in that thing.
I did like the Sega jacket.
Yeah.
That was very nice.
Snazzy.
And then Evan, I know you had your little spooky hat.
I have a spooky hat. Won't stay up, so I'm not even gonna try. But I also have a Pumpkin Hill Dancing Man
Oh my
shirt.
god.
But you can't see it.
That is amazing.
I love that so much. That's so good. All right, let's see. Chat, how about you guys? Does anyone else have any plans for any Sonic or Sega related costumes? I know Halloween's a little bit different this year. We're probably not all going out to party quite as much. But if you're still planning to dress up, we want to know, are you going to be anything? Everyone's loving all the costumes. And that pumpkin shirt, that's so funny. I love how some people are still guessing Kid Chameleon. You're so right.
It's me.
Sonic
And now
Colors Wisps.
Now they're saying you're Axel from Streets of Rage, Justin, which
I
is
thought,
also
okay,
wrong.
no, that was my original plan. I was telling Katie about this. I was gonna do a 3-in-1. So it would start as Kid Chameleon, right? And then I would take the glasses off and I'd put on gloves and a headband and I'd be Axel. And then I'd put on a brown leather jacket and I'd be Rio from Shenmue, but I didn't have enough stuff. So I was gonna do a 3-in-1 Sega characters, but
it's ambitious.
I know I had to just do Kid Chameleon for budgetary reasons.
Yeah, feel you.
Reggie Graham is going to be a human NPC from Sonic. You should be Sonic Man.
All
The
right.
best NPC. That is a good go-to though. Just saying like, yeah, I'm an NPC from this game. I love that. See some people saying they'll be Joker. Ooh. Oh man, everyone's talking about what they're gonna be. Oh, someone just got their Sonic pizza cutter.
Hey.
Hey.
That was fun. That was a fun video that we made for that. I know we've talked about it on stream before and how I got stuck in an elevator to make the video.
That scared me. I was like, oh my gosh, Katie's stuck.
Scared me too. I'll never forget, like, when the elevator started going back up again and it went past our floor to the top floor, and the sweet guy just walks on and I have this massive cardboard pizza cutter. I'm just like, I can't get back to my floor. I was so nervous. I'm like, oh my god.
Well,
guy, he's
you
gonna be
didn't
so
have to
scared.
haul a giant toaster costume from E3
Oh,
back
yeah.
to the studio. With an Uber, by the way. I was like, put it in the back of his Uber. He's like, "Is that a pizza? Is that a toaster?" And I was like, "Yep." Bad silence for the whole. It's a 45-minute drive because it's 5 miles away.
Oh my
I
goodness.
snuck into E3 last year with the pizza costume.
Oh yeah.
And no
That's
ticket.
true.
Just went right in.
Yeah.
Which was a little concerning.
It is,
goodness.
considering you had one. So.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All
I
right.
wasn't trying to sneak in. I kept asking people like, hey, where do I go to get the tickets? And they're like, oh, you go here. And I just kept moving in. And then eventually I found Katie. And I was like, hey, I'm here now, but I still have not picked up my credentials or anything. Where do I
Ooh,
put
I
this
like
pizza
that.
costume?
Katie is actually Aaron wearing an amazing Katie costume. It's true. Last year, I did him my Aaron costume. And by that, I mean Aaron was just here and I was out for the day.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. Okay.
we like it much.
So to make sure that we have enough time to chat with Evan, let's just jump right into some good reads and Neato Things. I know Mike has some physical stuff to show off today.
I do lots of stuff, guys. We have some things and reads.
I know, we haven't had like physical things in months.
It's harder to get them. So yeah,
I'm still excited.
it'll be good. All right, I see that the good reads thing is up. So we're gonna start off with our good read of the week. This one is issue number 33 of Sonic the Hedgehog comic. That art looks pretty good. I wonder who did that.
Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah.
Shame they're not here today.
Yeah, too bad. This is a brand new arc. It's a great jumping on point for anybody that's interested in picking up the series that maybe hasn't seen it for a little while. We have Evan here who is kicking off the writing for this guy, and she drew this issue, so can't sing my praises highly enough for this particular issue and the arc that she has in store for you guys. So check it out. That's pretty much it, unless you want to add anything to this, Evan.
I really want to emphasize that it's a good jumping on place. We've just finished up an arc, and this is dealing with a little bit of aftermath, but nothing you can't pick up on easily. And it's kind of taking a couple steps back to really give the characters some breathing room to just have fun and be in an interesting environment, and introduce kind of a fun mystery heist feel, which is a little bit different, but then we still get a lot of action going. So if you like Sonic, but you feel overwhelmed by the comics, this is a good place to start, where you won't need a lot of background information to really have fun.
Yeah, And just got to say, the winter costumes are fantastic. I love all of them. And
So glad we got to do the winter costumes.
me too.
Love them.
And you know, Rouge is one of my faves, and she gets a lot of panel time in this. So check
This
it
is
out,
really
guys.
it's a Rouge and Amy story, which I don't think has ever happened before. So
No, it's great. Yeah. So please, guys, give it a read, and hopefully you stick around because the series is amazing, and there's a lot of people behind the scenes that work really hard to make it what it is. All right, so I guess we'll move on to some Neato Things. I just love this background. It's so good. I might just keep it. All right.
You absolutely should.
yes, please do.
Not even a costume anymore.
All right, so first off on our Neato Things list is our pin of the month. This is the Master System enamel pin, which is pretty dang fun. If you guys have ever played this console, props to you. I've really only played it, like at shows and stuff where it was displayed. I've never owned one of these consoles, but I will say that controller, it feels pretty dang good considering how angular it is, and that D-pad was kind of revolutionary at the time. So commemorating this with a enamel pin, and just as a reminder, the enamel pins, we do one a month, and once the year is over, they all go away, and Jasmine's head is gone. It's distracting. There it is. So check them out. And yeah, there's some great things. And then I'm sure the mods are posting some links for these guys where you can pick them up. Next up, we have our Streets of Rage 4 side-scrolling pin set. So I want to kind of give these guys a shout because they're so good. And I don't know if they're getting a lot of love right now, but I love Streets of Rage 4. I don't know if anyone else has played it, but they've done a lot of pins. Like for these side scroller ones, there's 10 already, and each pin has little accessory pins with the main pin. It's kind of wild.
Wow.
And the heroes will face to the right of the screen, and the villains will face to the left, so you can kind of set them up nicely.
I like that.
Yeah, and they also they have a bunch of bust pin sets too. So they made a lot of Streets of Rage 4 pins. So if you guys are into this kind of thing, it's an awesome way to build out a collection because I'm very happy with them, and we work pretty hard to make them, and I want to make sure that everyone knows they exist. So, yay, Streets of Rage 4's pins.
It looks so good.
Right?
I'm having memories of the game. I had so much fun.
So good. It's so good. I beat it a few times already. All right. Moving on. So this guy here, we have a mini backpack. So it's itty bitty. It's like yay big, right?
I love this.
And the reason it's in a frame like this is that it's not available online. So you can find this at a particular retailer. Can't really probably say, but I'm sure if the mods will be so kind to let the chat know what store it is, that would be amazing. But it's a fun little backpack and very awesome quality. I wish I could have it here to hold and touch, but it has that little key ring involved too. And yeah, it's pretty neato. Yeah, see, people are digging the backpack.
Thank you for the link, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh my gosh, I need this. I love mini backpacks because they're normal size for me. Oh, he looks so good.
Right? You can fit many a thing.
I'm full of bad ideas. Just throw it at someone and say it's a spin attack.
There you go. Sold.
Great idea.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks everyone for telling people where it is in that chat. And then next up, I guess we'll move to some physical products because I have some physical things here, as Katie mentioned earlier. So lots of stuff to show you.
Someone was saying, why are all the cool backpacks happening now that I'm no longer of school? I've been out of school for many years now. I still find uses for backpacks.
You can
Oh,
still
yeah.
get backpacks for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I use
have
my
3.
commitments more than anything.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So first up, I want to show off this 8-button Genesis controller, but it's not just a regular Genesis controller. It is wireless. So yeah, it has a little. So I'm gonna open this guy up because I heard unboxings of the new thing.
Absolutely.
Throwback to the last stream where I unboxed to a green screen.
Yep.
Good times.
All right, this is pretty rad. Okay, so it comes in this hard plastic case, which is kind of like a bento box.
I was gonna say that's like a little lunchbox.
Yeah, with a lid.
This is a very surgical unboxing.
Oh, glasses just came down. Yeah, but and then it has it's hard to do this upside down. The receiver transmitters down here, so it'll plug in. And this is made by our friends at Retrobit, and I am sure that you guys, if you are not aware, the quality of these guys are spectacular.
Mm-hmm. They're fantastic. Someone was saying, can we get a Dreamcast one though?
They're making one, so yeah, eventually.
There you go. Yes,
Awesome.
you can get a Dreamcast one.
One day, yeah, we'll get them out there for you.
We'll
All
let
right.
you know when they're available.
So yeah, that was the first guy. The next one, I have a good set of things, and it's not really unboxing worthy because they kind of come packaged nicely. But these are the there we are. This is by Pixel Frames. And they're shadow boxes, so the Sonic sprites and everything they're kind of in front of the background. I think by almost an inch. Sorry, my glare is insane, but it is actual glass with an actual wood frame.
They're so good.
Cool.
There's Sonic there. I have a bunch of them to show you guys because Pixel Frames went ham and just sent me pretty much everything. Here we go. This one is Golden Axe,
Oh my gosh.
right?
Throwback.
Okay. And since we're on the subject, some Streets of Rage.
Absolutely.
Keying out and getting lots of trying to figure out the angle without the reflection glare. So anyway,
There we go.
there you go. Some Streets of Rage.
So good.
3 more, guys.
Oh my god.
There's Sonic,
Ah. Sonic, you gotta jump, man.
right? It's not gonna go well for you if you just hang out right there.
Right? That's a very ominous picture.
One of my personal favorite games. Some Altered Beast,
That looks so fantastic.
right?
I love dimensional art like that.
Yeah.
I saw someone say, I want a shadow box.
Ah, I see what you did there. All right. And of course, Sonic in the Loop-de-Loop.
Man, I need a better office to justify having these
Right?
on the wall.
Like, I could easily
Yeah.
put those above my computer, but no one would see them but me.
That's all they're there for. It's just you.
You know, that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, it's for you, not everybody else.
True.
That's pretty much all I had to show off to you guys. But yeah, those were all Pixel Frames. The mods they already have. They're throwing the collection in the links in the chats. And this guy from Retrobit.
I did see a few people when we mentioned that they're making a Dreamcast controller. Some thought that meant a Dreamcast Mini, and no news on any Dreamcast Minis coming,
man.
unfortunately.
Sorry, kids. It's just a controller. If we did have the partnership with Retrobit before the Genesis Mini even came out, it just was a very good circumstance and timing that it just happened to come out right when that came out too. So yeah, sorry, no news on anything like that, but controllers, yay.
The controllers are still really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm still excited for the Dreamcast one. Oh, goodness.
I'll keep you guys posted on that.
Oh yeah, the last thing. What are you wearing, Mike? Kind of talked about it a little bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sure. I'm the Black Market Chow. And
Ooh, specifically, you wanna?
oh, sure.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. This guy here is the Oh, being spotlit. This is the beanie hat that is from our friends at Great Eastern. And they were very kind enough to send this to me very last minute as I came up with a costume, or rather Jasmine did. And I was like, that's a great idea, Jasmine.
Jasmine has the best ideas.
She really does. I was drawing a blank, so.
It's so good. Oh yeah, there's Jasmine spotlighted. Look at that Whisper costume. It's so perfect. I love it. Yeah, thank you, mods, for putting all the links in chat for us. You guys have been keeping up. Go check out everything that Mike showed off today. There's a lot of cool stuff.
So much cool stuff.
And with that, let's actually jump over to our resident Whisper, who has a word of the day for us.
Yes. So, to celebrate Halloween, I thought I'd teach everyone the word pumpkin in Spanish, which is calabaza.
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 That's
love
way
that.
more fun to say than pumpkin.
Right?
Yeah, so this is a pumpkin I carved in 2016.
It's so good.
So I can
So
use
funny.
this.
Calabaza de Sanic.
Mm-hmm.
The chat's all practicing.
Calabaza.
Everyone say calabaza. Means pumpkin. It will be on the quiz at the end of the season, so be ready.
Calabaza.
I feel like we keep joking about a quiz, but we should actually do that.
Do it.
We should make a quiz.
Yeah,
We
Yeah.
might have to.
I'm into that. As long as I don't have to take it.
Right? That might be fun. Maybe we could see if we can do something cool with that.
Yeah, I'd be done if I had to take it, but I'm fine quizzing everybody else.
Right? Me gusta calabaza. A mí también.
Muy guapo.
Mhm.
So, like, if you want to say Pumpkin Hill, Colina de Calabazas.
Ooh. What was that first word?
Colina.
Colina. Colina de Calabazas.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkin Hill. Oh my goodness. So many new words to learn. So yes, if you are watching and your parents are saying, why are you watching this? We have this educational portion. So you could say, I'm watching Sonic to learn things. So yes, you learned some Spanish today. Calabaza y Colina de Calabazas.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkin and Pumpkin Hill. Colina de Calabazas Portanoras. That's right, we did make a 10-hour remix of Pumpkin Hill a few years ago. That's a good one to go watch. Someone from our office has a little cameo at one point in there. Something about llamas. You'd have to watch the entire thing to find it.
Yeah.
So I recommend, after stream, go listen to Pumpkin Hill for 10 hours, see if there are any hints in there you can find.
That's
Oh
fantastic.
my goodness. Chat is still enjoying this. Exactly. The quiz is going to take up 99.9% of your grade, chat. And the other 0.01 is from buying Sonic merch. I completely agree. Be ready. Be ready. The end of the season is coming. It will be quiz time. Awesome. Well, with that, let's move on over to Evan and let's talk about IDW.
Okay.
Yeah, you just kind of recently took over on writing over Ian for
Right.
issue 33.
Yeah, I've been, for people who don't know, I've been drawing for Sonic for like 9 years. Long time working on the comics and doing a little bit of writing where there's space. And just recently, Ian is focusing on the spin-off stories and other work, and I'm taking the lead on the main book, writing the majority of the issues. But we're still kind of switching off because we're closely collaborating with the plot, me and Ian, as well as because I'm also drawing still. Sometimes it's like I need time to write my part, so he's like, okay, I'll do this arc while you catch up with your work. So yeah. But this next arc, 33 to 36, and then 37 to 40, I think, is all going to be stories that I'm writing.
That's so exciting. I mean, yes, you do a lot on the comics. You're writing now, you draw, you color.
I don't know how to say no. When someone is like, you want to work on Sonic? Yes!
I mean, there's an entire team of people. Everyone does fantastic work on it.
And also, shout out to Reggie Graham. I saw him in the chat for a second.
Yeah.
He's the colorist on the current arc of Sonic.
Colorist and the NPC from Sonic for Halloween, if I remember correctly. So, tell us a little bit about the new arc that you're working on right now.
Okay, so the new arc, the name is Chow Races and Badnik Faces. It's going to be a 4-part arc that is focusing on Rouge, Amy, Cream, and Gemerald trying to win a Chow race in White Park so that they can get new robot parts to rebuild Omega, as he got trashed in the last arc. And the plans go awry, the plot thickens, Shadow gets involved. Sonic and Tails are dealing with a separate. They're infiltrating a abandoned Eggman base to try to find the plans so that once they have the parts to build Omega, they can actually do it. And they discover some new things while they're at it. And then everything comes together at the end for a big, exciting time, which I won't tell you about because you won't find out for like 3 months. So, yeah.
I'm excited. I'm sorry. I was watching the chat and I noticed everyone freaking out because there was some drowning music playing on the playlist. And you were talking about that and they were all freaking out a little bit.
That was me.
That was Justin's little trick today. He messaged me, he's like, Katie, can I put the drowning music in? It's just like, that's so cruel. Do it. But anyway. Back to the story.
That's so funny.
Sorry, chat. I mean, personally, I love Chow a lot. So the fact that there's a lot of Chow in that made me very happy.
Yeah, look, Chow races and like Chow karate, especially from Sonic Adventure 2, is one of like my favorite things from any Sonic game. I've spent upsetting amounts of time playing that, and it's just like, we gotta do it. We gotta do a real, proper Chow race arc. It's time.
Yes, I was so happy, and like seeing all the cover art for them. I was just like, everyone's take on it is so good. We don't see Gemerald much anymore, so it's fun bringing him back.
Yeah, and like the crew behind the scenes, we ended up coming up with like our own little like team of OC Chow that are gonna be like consistently around and stuff like that.
I love that. That's like Chow in Space, how they put some of their OC Chow into the animation. I love that. Oh no, chat's still a little bit betrayed.
That's fair.
Kind of a mix of loving the comics and just being like, oh no, we drowned.
I just traumatized everybody. Oh, that's so good.
It's okay, there's happier music coming, don't worry.
Not really. It's a spooky playlist.
There's happier music coming on the next stream. It's not a lie that there is happier music coming. It just may not be today. It's okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I know Jasmine's costume. You were probably a little bit excited to see that. You've helped make a few characters.
Yeah, I actually helped design that character, Whisper. It's like, I've got some stuff set up if you want me to talk about character design, or
yeah, please.
Is that good now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see, do I have the right window open? Yes. Try not to show the desktop. Yes. There. There. I had Belle here. We'll get back to her. Coming back to you. Hold on.
I love her. Her smile is so pure.
You two will be later. What? I put you in the folder! Betrayal. Hold on.
It's okay, we can always just highlight Jasmine.
Yeah.
I feel like that is a true to form art sheet right there.
Hold on. I goofed it. I gotta close my screen share. Stop share and try that again. Yes. Okay. Now we're at Whisper. Can you guys see?
Yes.
Okay, so Whisper was one of the first characters we designed for IDW, and we're just coming off of Sonic Forces, and I personally really wanted to use some of the stuff from the Avatar system because it's such a cool new thing that we hadn't had before, and there are so many new design ideas present there. And it also tied in well because she's a Wisp-on user, and that works with the Avatar. So my first step when I got the prompt, which is like she's this sneaky sniper person, is I went and I played with some ideas, and I think this was my first ideation that I turned in. You can see I was playing with the Avatar creator and then kind of extrapolating from that to create a more cohesive and make it look like its own thing. From there, but the thing is, I didn't know much about her personality. I didn't know that she was a very quiet, reserved person. So you can see from this design that I went for something a lot more aggressive and extroverted. So moving on from there, I got some discussion with Ian and David and Joe Hughes at the time, working with kind of giving her a coat that helps her kind of stay contained as a person, pulling back into some more not necessarily naturalistic, but less like eccentric colors, as well as you can see I was pitching the idea of her having, instead of a bandolier of wisp canisters, she has them inside her cloak. And don't buy wisps from strangers on the street. Also, it's a bad idea. And also the idea of the mask, which was one of my favorite items from the game, and how she could use that as a prop to accentuate her character. And as we were discussing, that became a part of the plot and her whole way of functioning, not in gameplay, but in action. We also, sidebar, one of the things we try to think about is, as if these were game characters, how would they be played? Yeah. So it's like, we're pretending we're game designers, but we make comic books. And moving on from there, that we kind of went with this rough idea, which led us to this color scheme, which was the, oh, no, there we go. And you can see it just refining the details, focusing on what's the most important parts, to accentuate her personality and kind of imply the way that she operates in the world, which is, that's how I like to think about character design, is like, who is this person? What are they doing? And then you give yourself a series of like if-then questions to decide how they show that, or how much they show or don't show, depending on their personality. Let's see.
She's so precious.
I think I have, yeah. Then since it was such a unique item, I decided to do some ideation on the way that her rifle transforms. And because it's really not something that you can just describe verbally. That would not be fair. So yeah, actually the Wisp-on came together really well. Because I think mostly it was creativity through limitation, because its requirements were so specific and its theme was so specific. It was easier for me to know exactly what problems I needed to solve in the design to make it work, and so it came together pretty quickly. So that, and kind of the idea was like the central container is like the Wisp containers from Sonic Colors, but flipped on its side, with the middle part open so that the Wisps can come in and out easily. Yeah, as well as the barrel transforms. It's mostly, the original design had a lot more moving parts, but we decided that would be a little bit too difficult to keep track of. So it's mostly the way she holds it changes how it operates. As well as, since she had a unique eye design, I decided to do expression sheets to show how you can emote with these eyes without opening them for the rest of the team. As well as, one of the fun things was the fact that she only opens her eyes when she's extremely emotive, that came out of the design process, and that was later worked back into the story. It really adds extra punch to those really emotional high points with her. When it's like, because it's like when you see Whisper open her eyes, you know something is going down.
Something's bad.
Yeah.
That's
So, yeah.
so cool.
So,
I think
yeah,
my new favorite piece of lore is that Whisper started as Sonic Forces OC.
Yeah. I had a Wolf OC before I got assigned to do Whisper, and it was like, this is my favorite kind of avatar, and I was playing with her a bunch. I'm like, yeah, this is such a cool character. It's a shame I'll never get to use her for anything.
And look at her now.
Yeah.
I absolutely love how that eye does change color depending on the wisp that she's using.
Mm-hmm.
Such a nice touch. And
Yeah.
every time I spot it in the books, I always like have to remind myself, like, oh yeah, that's why it's now orange.
Mm-hmm. I know, it's so cool just like seeing the evolution from the idea to the full concept.
Yeah, it's fun because it was really neat working off of her to also like extrapolate the diamond cutters, because originally her outfit was not designed as a uniform, so I had to take what she was wearing and say, okay, make all these like 3-4 other characters with completely different designs and body types wear something that feels the same. It's like, oh, okay.
It's so good.
Yeah. So, should I talk about Belle?
Yeah, please do. One of our
Okay.
newer characters.
So Belle is our new character who's going to be really, a tiny bit of her in 33, but not really. She'll be really showing up in 34 and getting a chance to shine. She's the latest character, and this is the first character I've got the chance to do the written concept and the visual design for. So my goal was really, what haven't we seen in Sonic, and what can we use that would be a character that is unique to the IDW comics, can't logically appear in another like branch of the Sonic franchise, just whole cloth. So to help lend the comics their own unique flavor. So that's how I got here to Belle, and as you can see, she's a puppet. She's mostly made of wood, so that meant I had to design kind of like new robot mechanics for how she looks, where I just had to go with kind of a simplified version of Metal Sonic's joint construction. You can especially see it on the arms. She has the same thing. It's just kind of everything is softened and simplified, and we're going with very bright and non-threatening colors to kind of work on that. And I don't know how much I can say, because it's like,
Yeah. She would make a great toy, because those are easy joints to make.
yeah, I was funny. I was actually like, after I made this design, it was out in the world. I saw some of the joint configuration on the real action figures that are currently being made. I was like, oh, that is exactly the same. She's perfect. We're
It's
done.
meant to be.
And,
Nailed it first try.
Yeah, and this was really a character. I'm dancing around it because this is a character who's completely formed by her place in the world and the context she exists in. But if I say the context out loud, it's spoilers. Yeah. But if you've read the comic, you know what it is because you're looking at it. So, is that a strength, or did I mess up? I don't know.
I think I mean it is important for every character to have a place in Sonic's world, and since she is so different, but she also does fit nicely in there. You can tell in her first appearance how well she just clicks right into the world.
Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like she has she has the strong silhouette, big color shapes, just the right level of detail for a modern character without it getting a little bit too intricate, where she feels right, but she also doesn't have any of like the futuristic sort of trappings that you see on a lot of the main cast. Especially some of the later modern characters like Silver and Shadow feel very futuristic. So it's interesting how she feels right, but she also feels out of place, which is also kind of her whole character dynamic. That she's really an odd one out. Speaking of which, one of her unique things is she has a Nutcracker style hinged jaw, and that was because she doesn't look much like a robot, so we needed something that clearly this is an artificial being. But it's also it's incredibly easy to make a hinged jaw look super creepy. So one of the biggest challenges is like, how can I do this, make it look like Sonic, make it flexible but still artificial? So that's going to be I think it's one of the most interesting things, and when it works it looks so cool, because we've never had a character like that before.
Same.
But it's like, it really walks that line. So she's kind of a tricky character to draw, but I think we can handle it. And also, this is going to be a really fun thing, is she has like Inspector Gadget style like Swiss Army knife hands. So that's going to be fun. That'll come in later.
The unhinged jaw thing is very on brand for Halloween.
Sure.
Yeah, this would be a character that's just like, just turn the lights off and she's ready.
I can see some spooky fan art being made of that. Which, if anyone wants to make that, send it my way. I want to see that. I love her. She's so precious.
Yeah.
I love like the little dimples, like freckly dimples.
Yeah. So, then we have one other character who is new in the arc, who's a villain, which is Cluck the Possum. I didn't do the design for this. Was done by Adam Bryce Thomas, but as I'm the writer, I was kind of coaching him through like what do I need to see. So I can talk a little bit about this, but again, this is not my design. Adam Bryce Thomas gets the credit for this super cool new character. But yeah, we were thinking about kind of a sleazy mobster style, coming in where it's like he is very rough around the edges, but he has a very sharp, he's smart, he knows what he's doing. We wanted to show that with his, you can see it a lot in his posing and the writing that is used to deliberately contrast his kind of ragamuffin look. We get a lot of really fun shapes where he, when he's out and about, he wears this huge coat, and combined that with his big tail, and he's like 4 feet tall, like 4.5 feet tall compared to the usual like 3 foot 3 inches. He really physically towers over the other characters in a scene, which creates a lot of really fun dynamics when you're planning out a scene on paper. So I'm looking forward to playing with that more. Come on, shift the page. I know
I feel
you
like
have
that's
more.
a drawing of me when it's cold out and I have a blanket. I'm pretty sure that's what I look
He
like.
lives in a really cold place, so yeah. And the other cool thing is that he's a possum, and we've never had a possum before. And Adam did just a fantastic job of incorporating characteristics of the animal into the design, like the faux fingerless gloves that are actually fur, and as well as his faux pants that are actually that's the darker color on his legs. And it's creating a lot of really fun design tricks and optical illusion that gives the design depth and also harkens back to the real world animal that he's based on.
On that previous one you had up, I really like it's amazing how scruffy you can make the character look just by those couple lines that are like, around the top of his head. Just like a couple lines really add to the scruffiness of the character, and you can just feel it.
And that's actually a challenge that we often have with drawing for Sonic, is sometimes you need to make a character disheveled, but we don't tend to depict like realistic hair or really want to change the shape of their heads, because that's so much of what their designs are. So we have to come up with creative ways to make a character look unkempt.
Yeah, it was very well done.
Yeah, this was I'm really happy, and I'm having a lot of fun working with this character.
Even the fingers.
Yeah.
They seem menacing.
Yeah. Oh, here's the fun thing is almost every Sonic character has a unique shoe sole design, and a lot of times we try to make it something that evokes their character and their motivation. So he's a very greedy, conniving, hoarding character, so it makes a lot of sense to show like a coin and like a hand as his two defining icons, and bring that in. And try not to show his shoe soles too much because they're very complicated, but I think that those, you could really use that in a story if you wanted to. That's a mark of a strong design. Yeah.
That's very cool. I love that detail. I had no idea.
Yeah. Come on. Work with me. I think that's everything I have. Oh yeah, I had spooky robot eyes. Everyone said that was too scary and I was sad, but...
Well, now she has the wisp eyes.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I think that's what I've got.
That's so cool. Thank you so much for showing those.
Yeah.
So you've worked a bit on both the heroes and the villains. A little bit design of the villains, a lot of heroes. Which do you kind of enjoy making more, both in terms of like the visual and also just writing them?
That's tough. I think for writing, a lot of people prefer villains. I actually prefer heroes in general. I'm kind of a big baby, and I get too scared of the villains sometimes. Like, oh no, can I do this? I don't know. But with the heroes, it becomes a lot more about really testing their limits and seeing how they bounce off each other. Because I find in general limits interesting, and heroes by definition have limits to stick to their morals. So that's something that I can work off of. But for designing, we get to, there are more things we get to use with villains. For example, scary eyes. Clutch had them, Mimic has them, things like that, where it's like, you can just, if you have just a completely off the wall idea, it's more likely you're gonna get to do it with a villain, because those are just the situations they get into. So often they're more fun to design. So it's like a little bit of both. And it can really depend on the character too. Like, I mean, some characters are a little bit of both, which is, those are the ones that are actually my favorite, is like a villain who becomes a hero. How do you adapt a design? How do you make a design that can go both ways? Stuff like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so exciting. Everyone is just like so grateful to you for showing those off. I see a lot of chat being real excited the entire time. They're like, I love this kind of content. This is so cool. I love concept art. So thank you so much for sharing that. I don't know if anyone else here on the team has questions for Evan about IDW. Otherwise, I might take some questions from the chat.
For me, but yeah, I mean, I'd love to hear what the chat has to say. Listen, Jasmine.
Sorry, go ahead, Jasmine.
No, I was gonna wait for the chat too. It's just really interesting seeing the whole process.
Yeah, I love this content too, the behind the scenes stuff. I was just hypnotized the entire time.
It's nice because it's tough, because it's like, it's stuff that you don't really usually see from the front facing side, but it's like, when we have time to do this work and really get through it and think it out, it shows in the end, where it's like, you can tell more stories with the characters. They're more adaptable, and just stronger in general. And you can tell when things haven't been thought through all the way. It might work on a surface level, but as things go on, it just gets more choppy and weird. And then that's when we have to do like overhauls. So it's like, it's a balance of, do we have time to do this versus, is it worth doing, you know? Because not every character needs this, but sometimes you don't know what character is going to become the most important in the comic for like half an arc, and it's like, oh no, we spent 5 minutes on the design. They're a weird stick figure and they're the most important character. Yeah.
I see a few questions. Blue Title Gamer asked, does Belle's nose squeak?
Yes. She's
important details.
Yeah, she will not let anyone touch her nose, but yes, it does squeak.
I love that.
I love that. Polly B is asking, what was it that got you into doing artwork and getting as far as you can with it?
Well, I've been drawing since I was like for as long as I can remember, but the thing that really got me focused on art is when I started making comics. And because that was the thing where it's like this, I click with this. This has the right amount of challenge and scope for me. And the thing that made me start doing comics was when I started to get into Sonic. Because I was like 13, 14 years old. We just got my first Sonic game. My brother got them, and he bought a Genesis, and he thought that he was gonna love it. He didn't. And I ended up just like, this is mine now. And started playing, and then I got online and found out about the fan comic community. And I just like, this is my thing. That's the first time I drew a Sonic character. It was Tails off the Sonic Heroes box art. And I was like, this is the most fun thing I've ever drawn. I need to do this forever. And then I did.
Aw, I love that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mystery Flavor on YouTube asked, will we ever see Clutch again after this arc?
Oh, most likely. Yeah. He's a character who's designed to be kind of like a mid-level villain who can appear for stuff that's like not crazy enough to warrant Eggman or Starline, but that we still need an antagonist for. So we don't have any concrete plans, but he's almost definitely going to be back for something.
Ooh, there's the very general, what is your favorite Sonic character?
That changes all the time. I have different favorites for different reasons. My general favorite is probably Silver. He's the first character that I really felt a connection to, and that I've done a lot of my creative work around, for fun and professionally. And it's kind of like, he's the character I feel like I grew up with. My understanding of who he is changed and grew with my understanding of myself. And so I'd say Silver.
And is that writing and drawing?
Yeah. Because my first big story at Archie Comics was a mini-series about Silver. That was the first thing I got to write. So it's like, yeah, he's been part of all the big milestones so far. But I also really like Sonic, just because Sonic gets to do everything. All the cool things happen to Sonic.
Right.
Why wouldn't you like him?
No, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm always like, I love Tails because he's adorable.
No, I tried to write a fan story about Silver, but I put Sonic in the story, and he just shuffled into the spotlight and wouldn't move.
I love that. Even when you're writing it, it's just like, wait, no. This is about Silver, though. Oh my goodness. All right, let's find maybe one or two more.
Mm-hmm.
All right, SFan2006, which character in the comics do you think was the most difficult to work on?
Most difficult to work on, the most difficult to draw for me is Eggman, just because he's so different, and he's unusually complex as Sonic characters go, just because he has all those buckles and like his goggles are horrible. Why?
Yeah, we get a lot of revisions on Eggman by all the artists, not just you. So
I know.
So bad.
And so I'd say Eggman is the hardest. Also, he's always writing in the hardest things to draw and trying to kill Sonic with them. And the hardest to write so far for me has probably been Shadow, just because he's a very hard character to balance in terms of his motivations. He is a lot. He has his own agenda, and if you want to write him into a story, you've got to make sure that you're accounting for that and giving him extremely strong motivation to participate in something not directly related to his goals, which makes him really hard to balance. But it's like, I want Shadow. He's cool. So it's like figuring that out has been hard on the writing side, as well as handling the art to make sure that his acting choices feel strong and motivated, and you can read subtext into them.
A lot of people want Shadow back. Everyone loves the boy. Alright. Sonic Emeralds on Twitch. Evan, how long do you typically work on a story arc for IDW Sonic?
It that's a tough question because we start pitching usually a year to a year and a half before you would see a finished product. So we'll have the pitching process where I'll work really hard on my pitches and we'll be bouncing them back and forth and getting revisions and approvals and stuff. And then they kind of go on the shelf for a little while because like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. And now we start at the start. And so it's kind of in bursts where it's like, we'll work on pitches for a month and then I'll be working on a script for like 3 weeks and going crazy on it. And then it goes off to approvals, it comes back in a couple weeks, and then I have to work on it really fast again for a few days. And then, so it's all in fits and starts. So it's really hard for me to quantify exactly how long I worked on something. It's kind of usually working on like 6 different things, but only in small bits at a time.
Interesting. That was actually kind of another question someone asked. It was basically like, how do you do it all between writing, drawing, coloring?
I just focus on whatever's directly in front of me today and try not to think about how much is left.
I feel like that's actually good advice for all of us.
Yeah.
Break it.
No,
Whatever
all of
you've
us.
got, break it into smaller tasks that you can do in a few hours so that you don't feel like you're just climbing the mountain forever.
Yeah, right there. Something I need to remember, something that all of us should remember.
Yeah.
I say that I'm terrible at it. I will laser focus on like a page for 14 hours at a time. It's like, it's not okay.
I do the same thing. I'll get into one project and be like, oh, there's so much else.
Yeah.
Good advice. Just break things down, do what you can. Take everything one step at a time.
Drink water.
Drink water, hydrate.
There we go. There we go. Very important.
Number 1. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us and chatting about IDW. I'm so excited for the future arcs.
Yeah.
33 was so good.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. 33 is, I'm working on like the last few pages of the last issue of that, and it's really fun to see. It's all coming together. I think it'll be a pretty satisfying little story. And then moving on from there, we're gonna be still shorter stories, but each one, I'm trying to give each one a distinctive flavor and kind of a genre feel. So that should hopefully be a satisfying kind of smorgasbord of reading experiences.
It's gonna be so good. Chat, are you excited for this current arc? I know I am. As soon as I saw Chow racing, I was like, I'm all in. And
So
then I
much
saw
fun.
Belle and I'm like, she's adorable. This is it. And also, everyone, please say thank you to Evan for showing off all that concept art and talking to the
yeah.
characters in IDW.
Woo!
Yeah.
Great.
Well, thank you for having
Thanks
me
on
on.
our
This was
side.
really fun.
Yeah. Yes. I see Twitch chat picking up. Yes, I'm hyped. Thank you, Evan. Y'all are amazing. Oh,
Oh, so much to
all
look
the
forward
love.
to.
right? Now there's YouTube. YouTube's finally caught up. Yee! Yes!
Here we go.
Oh, perfect. Alright, well, it is 3, but Justin, do you still want to play a little game?
I can do a little.
You do a little.
I'll do a little.
Could be a little bit spooky because Justin is playing Sonic 1, which I'm just gonna tell them he's never beaten before. He's never gotten past Marble Zone before.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
If it's a classic game that's not CD, I have probably not gotten very far. So yeah, let me try and pull it up real quick. We'll see.
Uh-oh, chat's asking how? What?
Look, guys, it's not a requirement for the job. Okay, here we go.
So let's see. Can he at least make it to, maybe through Marble Zone?
Before I start here, how's that sounding? Is it too loud? I can always turn that down. I know there's
Labyrinth
a
Zone,
little
that
door.
was tough as a kid. But then you finish Labyrinth Zone and you get to Starlight Zone and you get arguably, in my opinion, the best music from the original game. So
Sounds
good.
perfect. It's fine. Sounds fine. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can not die on Green Hill. Believe, like, guys, don't be shocked here. Okay, I grew up on the 3D era. Leave me
It's just
alone.
like don't run straight into the motorbug.
Okay, now I'm not that bad. I'm bad. I'm not that bad.
You need to pass the first motorbug. I feel good now.
We're doing all right so far.
Starlight Zone is so good.
There's always so much pressure when you're streaming. Privately, you're like the best player in the world. And then all of a sudden, you're the worst.
It's true. Playing games when you're on stream, you play so much worse than normal.
Yeah, it's much harder. I don't know why that is either. It is.
Alright, that wasn't a bad
Maybe
run.
partially nerves because people are watching. Also, if you're trying to interact with chat, you're not completely focused
Yeah.
on the game. Streaming curse. Yep. That's what it is.
Oh man. Can I get an emerald though? Let's see. Probably not.
Mm,
Oh, I want it. I want it. Give it to me.
huh? Alright.
Nope. No emerald. That's okay.
There's a lag for us, so you're still in the zone for me. Oh, there it is.
I know. Sorry. Spoilers. I didn't do it.
Is that an analog stick I hear? Justin, this is a 2D game. Use the D-pad.
Okay. I'm not playing on the Genesis Mini. I am using an Xbox controller. Oh, I don't have spin dash in Sonic 1. What a pain.
Gotta build up that momentum.
Alright.
There you go.
There you go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Precision, precision, precision. You can do it. Look, they made
This is
games
like-
really hard back in the day.
I always used to like miss those platforms, and if you fall between them, it's just an instant death.
Yeah.
Did it?
Oh, now I gotta do the boss.
You're doing so well already. You're already through Act 2. No deaths.
Oh, almost. Talking about running into a motorbug. Motobug. Oh no, stop it. I should probably do this checkpoint.
Ooh, some people prefer keyboard for 2D games. I
Really?
feel that. If you're playing on PC, I understand that.
Oh. No, 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 no. I need a ring. I need a ring. Oh, stupid. Okay.
I love like watching what's going on a couple minutes, not a couple minutes, a couple seconds late. So I'm just like, oh, what's he talking about? What just happened?
What did he
Why
do
does he
wrong
need a
this time?
People are ragging on your joystick sounds.
I know, I'm really close to the mic. I can't hold it anywhere else. I'm sorry.
No, I don't think it's that close to the mic. I think that if you're using it, I think that's what they're making fun.
Okay, whatever, guys.
Yep. Haters gonna hate, man.
You play Sonic how you want to play.
I also hear maybe girl sounds outside of your place.
Maybe what?
Drill sounds? I hear some
Oh.
drilling in the background.
There's definitely construction going on. I was muted earlier because I didn't want that to interrupt what Evan was saying. Actually, I guess I could move to the D-pad on here if that works. Less noisy, I guess.
Guys, he made it to Marble Zone.
Oh my gosh. Oh, the D-pad does work. Okay, there we go. Less noisy. Fine. There. Happy?
Are you happy, chat?
I'm doing this for you. Oh, this is way worse, guys. I hate this. Why did you make me do this?
It's a pretty spooky level for Halloween.
The music's kind of got a spooky sound to it. Oh no, 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 oh no, oh no, lava, lava, not good.
Oh no. Oh no. There it is. Ah.
I made it. You'll know when I die. I'll probably freak out.
You freaking out?
Nonsense.
that.
I don't do that.
Never.
Not on this stream. Oh no 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 no
It's
no.
true,
no.
Sam. Should do Mystic Cave and Sonic 2 for spooky. Metal Sonic flashback. See, that brains everywhere.
Oh.
We got the real spooks.
When I was a kid, I didn't get this puzzle. I didn't realize you could move the block.
Oh no.
I was very stupid.
I'm pretty sure it took me quite a while of like putting Sonic on there. Like, alright, I just have to race it so that I can get under in time.
Yeah.
Oh
But
gosh.
eventually I think I accidentally pushed the block and it worked.
This level is just my stress levels.
Oh, it gets worse, Justin.
I know, I know.
Wait until you get to ride the block.
I love that part. Not.
Actually, I do still love this game. Like, this was really the first console game I ever played in my life. And I played it again earlier this year because I was trying to play through a bunch of Sonic games.
Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Oh gracious.
You make me nervous.
It's not fair.
What's not fair?
I want to be good.
You are good. You're doing great.
I want to be better.
Oh,
I've seen
Evan,
Sonic.
what's your
I've
favorite
seen
soundtrack?
speedruns of this.
Sonic Emerald is asking.
What are they saying?
For Evan, what is your favorite Sonic soundtrack?
Oh, my favorite Sonic soundtrack.
That's a good question.
I would say this is weird. I've never played through Sonic Heroes, but I have the soundtrack. And the whole time I was going to community college, every day when I was driving there and driving back, I would listen to
jeez.
Sonic Heroes soundtrack. And it's just ingrained in my brain. And there's some songs just like I will just go crazy with joy if you play it.
I love that.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
The
Okay,
Sonic Heroes
okay.
theme just like it pumps me
So
up. It's so
happy.
good. That is like one of my happy songs. If I'm feeling down or I need to get motivated, put on the Sonic Heroes theme.
I try to sing along and do the voices. So.
Oh man. I don't like this. 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 I don't like this.
You were still just like pushing the block for me.
Go, go, go. Gotta
Oh
go
no.
fast.
Where do I go now? I haven't made it this far. Oh my gosh, this is torture.
It's like watching me as a kid playing this for the first time. Just like, what's happening?
I'm like,
You're actually doing fine.
I know.
Right?
It's
okay.
very good.
oh, that was cheap. Okay. Oh boy, yeah, but now I don't have any rings. Okay, I'll get a shield, that'll help. Oh, this. Oh, that is. Was not expecting that. Help?
You're fine. Oh no, now you're not fine.
Yeah, we're all,
What do
we're
I
all
do?
behind.
Yeah.
Does it respawn?
It will respawn if you like move away. So just go down.
Oh, but now I don't have a shield anymore. Crap.
It's okay.
Who designed this? Okay, I got some rings. That's okay.
I really want to see you do Labyrinth Zone now.
It's a miracle I haven't died. Oh, I got a transition now? Wait, what is this? Oh, did I make it through? Is that it?
There's more, but you're almost there.
Caterpillars are not my favorite because you have to hit them on the head. Oh. They're annoying.
Cute.
Where am I going? Is this where I have to go? Oh, gosh.
You're so close.
Probably the only person who took 3 minutes on this level.
Probably not.
Ah.
I mean, to be fair, this is a pretty extreme zone 2, you know?
What is this? Ooh, I get a lot of points for that though. Okay.
Oh, this was always my favorite.
It
Gotta
just
get all
keeps
of them.
going.
Yeah.
Leave any no.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
no, my heart.
I don't need all those points.
But the satisfaction of just crushing every single one of those.
I'm okay. I'll be fine. Oh, invincibility. That was nice. I needed that. Okay. This is absolutely a record for me. I've never made it here. This is just madness right now.
no. Oh. Sorry, we're all behind. So I'm sure
Right.
they're just like really bullied everybody.
I think I'm okay.
Trying not to backseat game because I know you're just like way beyond it at this point.
Oh my god. Oh. First time I ever passed Act 2, guys. Ever. Oh, 4 minutes and 13 seconds. That level is absolutely stressful. Okay. I don't even know what the second boss is. What is it?
I hope
I
you
know,
like
it's-
lava.
I don't want to find out. Someone tell me. What do I have to? What am I in for?
Good times. Good times all around.
Yeah.
I want this for sure. Okay.
Somebody's just like slowly going through.
I'm taking my sweet time. Oh boy.
Metropolis Zone from Sonic 2. Honestly, I feel like that's one of my favorite themes from Sonic 2. That music is
Oh,
fun.
I hate this so much.
Yeah.
These pendulums, evil.
What's the better? Oh my. Oh no, that's a dead end. Okay. I don't want to go this way. Okay. 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 Okay.
Yeah.
With the caterpillars, you can just roll right into their heads.
I know, but I jump. I like jumping. I make it hard for
Okay,
myself.
that's
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm not a smart
Yeah.
man.
We all see how well that's going, so.
No deaths yet. Somehow.
and that's what matters.
That is true.
This is probably the best I've ever done on the stream. Well, spoke too soon. Oh, this takes a while. Oh, was I supposed to go up there? Yeah, I was probably supposed to go up there. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad. Oh, it sinks? Okay. Alright, first death.
Womp womp.
Oh,
I was supposed to go up there. Now I know. Oh, no checkpoints either? I
that
gotta
is
go all the way
so
back.
cruel.
Right. It's okay. You can do it. Not bad for first step, though.
Oh.
Considering this is further than you've ever gotten, you are doing very well.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know what to expect. Sort of.
People are asking for Belle dolls already. That's amazing. Well, this one's for Jasmine. Oh, they want you to make a Belle doll.
Oh.
Ooh, that would be cool. Okay, okay. Is it better if I go up? We're gonna try it. Oh yeah, there's a shield. Oh shoot. Okay, I got squashed. Nope, we're not going up again. Up's bad. Alright, last life I think, right? Unless 0 counts.
Oh,
I got a question about some Neo Metal Sonic merchandise. I mean, good question. We had them in the 2 arcs ago, I guess, at this point from
yeah,
the
he was
comic book series.
in the first big arc with.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we made a skateboard deck. I think that's kind of what we made. I mean, it was a very
cool.
a very passionate the folks at Finesse are very, very passionate Sonic fans. So they made a Neo Metal Sonic skateboard deck, which was kind of surprising to all of us and a delightful surprise. So we have that, but as far as anything else, we don't have anything currently planned from other products, but
Let's try this.
won't say it won't happen. It just depends on how much more we have that character out in the wild for everybody to enjoy. Everything we make is very much driven by the content, you know?
Come on, come on. Okay, we did it. We're up at the thing. Okay.
You got this.
Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb. Oh wait, where am I? What is this? Oh, hey, look at that! Extra life! Wow!
Oh,
What
Ah.
luck!
oh.
That was amazing!
Oh.
That was absolutely. I thought I was dead. Awesome.
I didn't know that was there.
No,
Dang.
That's a good one.
that is so lucky. Oh,
I
that
know
was,
he's too far, but like you can keep going right in that room.
whatever. We'll go back down. Do it the old school way. Ah, now that gives me hope.
Someone wants to know if there's any chance on the Sonic comics being brought to Brazil.
That's a good question.
That is a good question. So we're slowly bringing the books into a lot of different regions. I cannot recall off the top of my head if Brazil's already locked or if it's coming. But our goal is to get it pretty much in as many places as we possibly can. And we know that Brazil has one of the biggest Sonic followings as far as country goes in the world. So it makes total sense to bring it there and translate it into Portuguese. But I don't remember off the top of my head if what's going on with that. But I would say that you have a very good chance of having that happen.
Do I need
If
this
it's-
block?
I don't know.
I think
Like,
you.
Do I activate it and then jump around?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's fast! Oh! No!
Yes, they are. If you're in UK, I
Okay.
think there's a lot of places you can find them. Try your local comic book shop to start with, or bookshop. They can order stuff for you too if it's not, if it's not something they currently carry, they can get it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all these guys. Oh, is
And
that
a
where
lot
you
of
come
a
out?
lot of comic shops will also call you when a book comes in, so you don't have to be constantly checking the release date.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Goodness, there are just badniks everywhere. Oh, no.
I don't know about you, Evan, but I usually my comic book shop always sends me email poll lists every week, and it's just like, oh yeah, here's when I go in.
Yeah.
One ring. I probably should get that.
You do it.
When will this end?
Justin's
Alright.
having a lot of fun with this.
Another question for Evan. Yeah, you're popular today. How often do you confer with Sonic Team on designs? I guess I can help you on that one if you want.
Yeah. Well, we talk about designs a lot when we're in the concept phase.
Yeah. There's a lot of that overall.
Yeah, especially on Whisper, it was a lot of back and forth because we knew she was going to be a main character, so we wanted to do a really solid job. So it was basically every iteration it got bounced back to Sega, and they had it would be it's like, okay, we like this version. What if you did this here? Oh, here's a design for the mask. We've done a quick sketch for you. Here, do a finished iteration with this. And just bopping back and forth like that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, just in general, every character that's gonna be, relatively a mainline character, that's all reviewed by Sonic Team.
Yeah. If a character is in more than one issue, they definitely will need to go through a formal
Oh
approval
boy.
process.
Okay, I found the boss.
Ooh.
This. Oh boy. I already hate this. Nope.
I like this
bad,
question
bad,
for Evan.
bad,
Yeah.
bad.
How did it feel to see your character come to life in Sonic Forces Speed Battle?
It was interesting. It's like it was really exciting, but at the same time, like when you're drawing, you have all these ideas for like what are these characters' little ticks and the way they move, and it's like and of course the animators did their own take on it. So it's like, oh, I never thought of them moving like that. That's really cool. But it's also like, oh, that's not what I thought it was.
That's it. I'm stopping.
So it's
stopping.
this funny conflict.
That's enough of that.
Yeah.
Justin did it!
With no rings. I was dying. Okay, that's it.
Beautiful.
That's it for me. I made it to Springyard Zone. First time ever. It looks pretty. I'll never play it. Okay. Oh my
You don't want
gosh.
to play with the cute little crab memes there?
My heart, guys. Oh my gosh. That last boss battle. I'm
Everyone
gonna have
give a shout out to
nightmares of
Justin.
lava.
See?
No game
There were
overs. I did it,
spooks.
guys. See, I'm a gamer. Look, there's a reason I'm here.
Chat thought we were gonna have spooks for them. It was only for Justin today.
That's a spook for everybody. You guys, anxiety just from watching me. I'm sorry. I'm bad at the first game.
You were fine. You made it through.
Yeah.
You did well. But with that, I think
You guys
it's a
have
good place
beaten
for
that
us
thing?
to stop. Ah,
Yeah.
I was 2.
2? Dang.
All right, Katie. Enough bragging.
Listen, I didn't have a lot of games. I had like Sonic and maybe 2 others, so that was my gaming library back in the day.
Yeah.
You get really good at the games you own.
That's very.
I'd get bored after like 2 weeks and then buy another one.
Back then there weren't more games to buy, Justin.
That must have
Back
sucked.
in the old days. All right, let's maybe take one more question from the chat and then we're gonna head out until next time. Let's see, let's find a good question. Could be about anything for any one of us, could be for all of us. Do Chow Garden. If I could just like snap my finger, I would.
Mm-hmm.
I did Chow Garden. We made a thing. We made a chow. We made Bryson. Go watch that stream.
I see someone asking, how is Aaron? Aaron is doing well. If you guys check out the PSO2 streams, he's been helping out with those a lot. He's kind of helping the PSO team in general with a lot of stuff right now. So he's still with Sega. He's still doing good things. He's doing well. You can still keep in contact with him. When will the next stream be? That actually is a good
music back
question. So our next stream is not going to be at the same time or day as they normally are. Our next stream is actually going to be on Saturday, November 14th, and we're going to be starting at 9 a.m. and and we're going to be going for 12 hours because we are going to be raising some money for Extra Life. And they raise money for children's hospitals nationwide. So get ready. We're doing a fun little charity stream. We'll have some guests. We'll have some cool stuff. We've got 12 hours, so that's a lot of time for games. We'll play through a bunch
Maybe
of
I'll
Sonic
return
games.
to this.
Maybe
I think I can
Justin
actually
will
save.
play
I'll
more.
save the file, and then we'll see. Yeah.
So we'll have more info about this charity stream coming soon. We're trying to get some cool stuff for you guys for that. So get excited. We're real excited to be able to give back to the community a little bit. That'll be Saturday, November 14th, so mid-November. So you only have to go a couple weeks without us, and then you have us for 12 hours. We're not doing the 24 hours. I know that Aaron and Sergio did that 4 years ago now. I think it's been 4 years. I remember watching that stream live. Mike was there for a bit of it. Roger was there.
Goodness.
That was fun to watch.
Not at all.
That's a long time. 24 hours. Actually, I think it was 25 hours then. Because
Yeah,
wasn't
it
it
was
also?
on a what do they call the time thing? Time change.
Yeah. It rolled back an hour, so they got an extra hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, we raised money for St. Jude last year, so now we're back. We want to do something more. But for now, that's it for us for today. So happy Halloween, everyone. Hope you all stay safe. Dress up. If you do have any cool Sonic or Sega costumes, send them our way. Those are just fun to look at. And again, thank you so much, Evan, for joining us. Talking
Thank you,
about the
Evan.
comics.
Yeah, thank you. This was really fun.
Yeah. It's great to have you.
Remember, Calabasa, pumpkin.
Calamasa.
Write it down, study. There will be a quiz. And we'll see you guys in a little over 2 weeks now. So, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
We'll see you around.
Spooky hat.